Okay, so thank you so much for signing up. I'm just going to go ahead and dive into this technique right away. Now, I covered something similar to this, but this is takes everything to a total different level, and this makes everything so much easier. So, what I'm going to show you right now, okay, is how to actually get a lot of more fans, not only a lot of more fans, but how to get a lot of traffic once you're doing this thing. And over here, you can see I have a Huskies page, a dog page, but this works with almost any page you would do this on, okay? Now, the idea over here is to get a lot of people talking about your page, and as you can see, once you get people talking about your page, you're going to go viral, you're going to get a lot of shares, likes, comments, and you can plug in links whenever you want to. By the way, that's the beauty about Facebook, about owning a Facebook fan page, because you can always reuse this traffic whenever you want to, okay? So let me just show you exactly how to do this thing right now, and everything's going to come together for you. What you do is you go to your insights and you select the see all right over here. Particularly, we were going to go to the talking about this page or section right over here. And what I want you to do is to go ahead and export the data. So what we're going to do is we're going to not only get more fans and get a lot of traffic to any page that you want to, whether it's your affiliate offers, anything, squeeze pages that you have, whatever it is that you want to. But what we're going to do is we're also going to understand our audience way better, find out what to do, reuse posts that we already used before, and we know from now on exactly what's going to happen, okay? So once you click this export data on talking about this section, hit the post level data and go to either Excel or comma separated values. I'm going to use the CSV section right over here and start it earliest as you can. I'm just going to go for this for January 1st and see if that works for me. And I'm going to hit the download button. That's okay. So it's downloading it right now. Okay, and I'm just going to save this somewhere on my desktop. And let me show you how this magic happens. So open it with either Excel or Numbers, whatever you're using, Open Office. I'm just going to use Numbers for this. And here's what's important. Over here you can see these are all the posts that have been posted since January 1st, okay? So these are organized by date and so on. And over here in these headers, you can see this is, for example, the link. This is the message that was posted, the photo, how many people you've reached, shares, and all that different sort of stuff. So what I'm going to do right now is I am going to look at this section just to give you an idea over here. And this says lifetime, the number of people who saw your page post, unique users. That means that this pretty much over here is the number of reach, okay? How many people you've actually reached. So I'm going to sort this by descending order. And over here you can see it says 157,788. This over here is the exact post. So what you do is you click on that, and this is the post that reached all those people. So as you can see over here, this shows 1,500 shares and 2,000 and somewhat likes. There are also plenty of comments over here. But the idea over here is that this probably did not bring in all those fans. See, some days you're going to get a lot of fans, and you want to discover how those fans come in, and usually it's shares. But what I can do over here is I know that this post right over here, that this image right over here attracted a lot of people, okay? It was, a lot of people found it interesting. It just reached so many people. So now I know anytime I want to reach a lot of people, I can just use this image once in a while, say once every 2-3 weeks or once every month or so, or something like that, and just plug in a link over here in the description. So when you put in a link over there, it just, it reaches so many people, and you can drive traffic that way. So that's one really great way, just by looking at the reach and, and organizing it by descending order. So this would be a good post. This is the one that we saw right now. And here's another one with 108,000, and this one is 63,000, 62,000. So I know anytime I want to reach people, I can just reuse this post, and this goes according to date. So you can see when these dates or when these posts actually were posted, okay? So that's one thing just by looking at your reach. I want to show you another really great thing to get a lot of fans and understanding your audience, what people like, and not only that, but not only what your fans like, but what their friends of friends like, and what other fan pages like as well. So just go ahead to this header right over here, and there are so many different cool things that you can do with this. I'm just laying out this concept over here. So I'm just going to look for something that has to do with the shares. So I'm looking right now. This right over here says that the number of unique people who create a story about your page or post by interacting with it, share. Okay, so I'm going to sort this one by descending order, and let's see what happens. So this one is a post that got the most amount of shares, 2,000 and somewhat shares. Okay. Once again, I'm going to go and look at the actual URL where that is, and I'm going to click on this just so I can see the post itself. So now I know that this is the actual image right over here, and you should always be using images because they take the most space on the newsfeed. So this over here is the image that actually attracted all those shares, okay? And once you get a lot of shares, over 2,000 shares, 2,200 shares right over here, and once you get all those amount of shares, you're going to get a boatload of new fans, okay? Not only that, but right now you're starting to understand what your fans relate to. Not only that, but you understand what your friends of fans relate to and what other fan pages might pick up. Because once you get a lot of shares, you know that probably a lot of other fan pages are going to pick it up because it's interesting and they're going to share it for you too, okay? So anytime now I want to drive in a lot of new fans and even plug in a link, I just use this photo, assuming that I didn't use it, yesterday or the day before. I'm gonna give it some time, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later. During this time, more fans come up, and these new fans probably didn't see that post. Okay, so the concept again is you're gonna post regularly, post all these different kind of stuff. Always attach an image to it, and make sure that you're changing it around a little bit. Maybe this kind of headline and that kind of headline, or this kind of description and this type of post. And once you see what people are interested in, and you can see that according to your data, so once you collect enough data, you can just go ahead and sort it by shares, okay? So, this one was posted, for example, on January 19th. That was quite a while ago. So nothing over here prevents me from going and posting it again because it did attract so many fans, and it was quite a while ago. So I can post that again. Not only that, I can post this one. This one was the next best one in terms of shares. This one was the next best one in terms of shares, and I just have to look at the dates and see. Okay, this one was on January. Okay, and this one attracted a lot of shares right over here. This one attracted like 744 shares. So I know that this is a really good post. It was a long time ago. Since then, I got over 10,000 fans. So I can take this post and reuse it. Anytime you want to get a lot of fans, what you do is you just look at the 5 or 10 best posts right over here, take a note of them, and reuse them. So take that image, download it, and upload it again with the same thing, and even plug in a link, and that's going to attract a boatload of new fans. So the idea over here is what you do, once again, is you post regularly, and it's just like making spaghetti pretty much. So you make the spaghetti and you throw it against the wall, and whatever sticks on that wall, you know it's ready. So over here is the same exact thing. You collect data, and after 2-3 months down the road, you know what's working. And according to what's working, you know what to post in general. So you don't only need to use these exact same posts, but you know what's working. Okay? Here's another thing that I want to show you, and I'm going to go right now according to the comments. And this is really important to understand this concept. So right over here, I have 877 comments. Let's see what post actually created all those amount of comments. And this is the post right over here. So this is an image that says comment with your dog's name and the reason you chose that perfect name. Now this might tie into any kind of fan page. So you can go, let's say you have a generic fan page. What's your #1 most favorite word out there? And people start commenting. All right. Okay, so now over here you can see that there are 839 comments, but take a look at this right over here. There are only 250 something likes, and there are only 41 shares. But the comments is what really drove so much so much interaction, and it got a lot of people talking about it. So people are actually giving me their stories. This is the name of my dog, and this is exactly what it means, right? So over here you can really see that this is a really good way that I can tap into understanding what my fans are interested in. So if I ask them personal questions about their dog, and maybe, for example, over here we're talking about a comment with your dog's name, right? So it's very personal, but I can go into something like, what's the #1 thing you love most about your dog, right? And they would go ahead and comment on that, and that would attract a lot of comments. So just by understanding what's happening previously, I can go ahead and create more of those posts and reach more people and get to understand my fans, and in this process also put on my fan page a lot of new fans. Okay, that's really, really important. And the beauty about this is all you need to do is really test out, like send out. Don't think too much about the perfect post. Just send out stuff out there on the newsfeed. If it doesn't go viral, then don't worry about if it doesn't go viral. Because after a month or 2 months time, and you should be thinking about this as a long-term strategy, after that amount of time, you can really understand what's going on. And according to that, you can post similar things. Either copy the same thing just by looking at your insights data over here, or creating similar things based on this information. Okay, so I really hope you enjoyed it. I really wish that you go ahead and take action on this, because this is a really great way, without having to think too much about what's going on, to generate more fans. And even within inside these posts, you can put in links driving traffic to wherever you want to, whenever you want to. Okay, so thank you so much. Have a great day. Take action, and I'm going to talk to you soon. Cheers.